name is Bob Halitsky. I'm actually down in Philadelphia today at the Jefferson Health System, and I'm actually right outside the Pancreatic Cancer Research Lab. I'm here with some of the folks from Jefferson that are going to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about some of the things that they're doing down here. It's great to be here, and I appreciate the time from Dr. Brody and Dr. Winter. So if you don't mind, Dr. Brody, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the role of your group down here and how you guys are using the funds that are being donated for how the funds will be donated for our upcoming research event?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Bob. So I just have to say that what we've built here at Thomas Jefferson really couldn't have been done without you and your team and what you continue to develop in our relationship with you. As you know, only a small fraction of the National Cancer Institute's funding goes to pancreatic cancer. This is really a severe problem because it's soon going to become the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in this country. And certainly we need more resources to make a difference as it affects the lives, as you know very well, of a lot of people, not just in the Philadelphia area, but in the country as well as in the world. So my name is Jonathan Brody. I've trained for a number of years, started down in Baltimore at Johns Hopkins, and I came up here at Thomas Jefferson about 11 years ago. And we just came from the Coaches versus Cancer meeting yesterday, where Dr. Winter and myself met with some of the coaches in the local Philadelphia area. And to borrow one of the coaches' mantras about when he wakes up every morning, it sort of made me think, what do I think about? What motivates me every day when I wake up every morning? And certainly number one is my family. And I would say number two is actually my lab team, my lab family here and the people I work with, because I care a lot about not just how dedicated they are, but where they're going. And I think the third thing that really motivates me is this disease, pancreatic cancer. I think we've come across families, patients, how this just affects, picks victims without any sort of reasoning. So we're here working every day to try to do something about that, and I'm very dedicated to that, and I'm very lucky. One of my best parts of my job is that I get to work with all these people who are equally as dedicated. So first I'll introduce you to my partner in crime here, who is really a triple threat in the sense, because he also is treating the patients, and he's doing research, and he still has a head of hair. That's the third threat. Jordan Winter.
For now. So I'm Jordan Winter, as Jonathan said. I'm a pancreatic surgeon and researcher, and I was part of the team that helped take care of Mary, along with her surgeon, Harish Lavu, and our department chair, Charlie Yo. And I just want to say that it's been an honor to take care of really all of our patients with pancreatic cancer, because they are the real heroes in this, and they inspire us every day, and their families are also our heroes and inspire us every day. And want to thank all of you for being part of this really important mission, so that we can make it better for patients in the future. And to quote Phil Martelli, the coach of St. Joe's, one more time, not to beat this disease, but to crush it, and that's what we need to do.
So to quote Dr. Winter, we want to crush this disease, and I think along the way, one of the best parts of the job is not only interacting with the patients, but we get to mentor and be with a lot of young, really bright people and try to set the stage for the next pancreatic cancer researchers who are going to continue the legacy and move the field forward. And we're very lucky to have Chris Schultz here, who is a PhD candidate, and he'll tell you what program he is and where he's from. And he's basically 100% supported this year by the Mary Holinsky Fund. So we want to thank everyone out there that we wouldn't be able to support this great young mind here. And I'll tell you about his work, where he's from, and what program he's in.
So my name is Chris Schultz. I'm in the Genetics, Genomics, and Biology of Cancer program. I'm from New Jersey. And I just really want to say I feel really lucky to be supported by everyone that's been donating to the research here. We're working on a couple different things towards pancreatic cancer, but primarily my work first and foremost focuses on finding new drugs for pancreatic cancer through attempting to develop a new screening process for drugs. Some of the things that have come out of that are really interesting, and we're working to bring those forward to hopefully get to clinic as soon as possible. We're also working on nanoparticle delivery of siRNA to target some cancer-specific genes. To be specific, we're looking at HUR, which is vital to pancreatic cancer resistance for drug resistance. So I just wanted to say that I'm really appreciative of all the support that we've gotten here, and it's amazing to be able to get to do this work. So thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Then next up, I want to, this is someone who really connects last year's fellow, who is Avi Nevler, who's back in Israel finishing his training, who was able to spend an extra year here. Really bright young gentleman who's a surgeon scientist, much like Dr. Winter. He's still in training, and he helped to train and mentor Samantha Brown, who's over here, who's a graduate student as well, similar as a PhD candidate as Chris. And we're hoping in the future that she will, Chris will pass the baton on to her, which we think would be very nice for the legacy, because we know that Mary was very scientific minded and had a lot of interest in science and worked within the field. So with that, Sammy, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, hi, so I'm Samantha Brown. I'm actually a second year PhD student here at Thomas Jefferson. And yes, Avi trained me and was a very great mentor towards not only thinking about science from like the technical pathway to deliverable, but also thinking about how we could take advantage of cancer susceptibilities to actually get something to clinic much faster. And his project, which takes advantage of HUR, this critical protein in drug resistance in these cells, is taking advantage of its own pathway, and to, rather than promoting protective mechanisms, kind of sneaking in and promoting a toxic mechanism that could be even a deliverable to patients, and could be actually moving forward a lot quicker than we expected it to. So yeah, I mean, thanks to Avi, thanks to everyone here, and excited to do great and exciting things in this lab.
I hope you enjoyed learning about what this great research team is doing down at Jefferson, and your dollars are being well spent. So just to mention our fundraising event that's coming up, it's a combination of indoor cycling and yoga classes. So if you want to learn more about it and how you can participate, let's ask our research team how they can learn about it. So research team, where can we learn about this fundraising event?
RocketReview.com